When I first started my fox diary, I didn't know what to expect or where to start the quest. I wanted to see if Glasgow's urban foxes would accept me into their world. Now, Glasgow is a huge city, and at first the foxes were proving elusive. Inside information from some of my neighbours led me to Jamie, the old dog fox that lives right on my street. Jamie's limp and scarred face made me think that he was maybe on his last legs. But he sure knew which side his bread was buttered. Jamie was surviving off charity. He was such a character, a real chancer. Jamie led me to his foxy neighbours. These foxes I found hanging around the chip shop, gobbling up any scraps left by people coming out the shops. With a little patience and a lot of luck, I got my first glimpse of their cubs. The chip shop family had a really interesting setup. 2 mums and 1 dad. They'd chosen a very dangerous place to live, between 2 busy roads. And when their adventurous cub Mungo ran out onto the street, I thought he was a goner. But when he showed up the next morning, it was a huge relief to me and his family. When I caught up with Jamie again, instead of eating his food on the spot, he was carrying it off. Very strange. I followed him to a neighbour's house and waited. And it was definitely worth waiting for.
Jamie's a dad.
But as friendly as Jamie was, his vixen was the polar opposite, and she soon moved the cubs away. For the next 2 weeks, I searched all over for the cubs, but they had vanished without a trace. He and his vixen had moved their cubs. The cubs were huge. Jamie had been looking after them really well. But there was a twist. Jamie had a helper, another male fox, almost definitely one of Jamie's cubs from last year. The helper was doing most of the babysitting, while Jamie went looking for food. I've learnt that there's a large and complex fox society right on my front door. I've been lucky enough to be a guest in their world for the last few months. It's really been Jamie who's taught me the most about what life for a fox in the city is really like.